Feeling pity for them? No way, because they have ensured a better tomorrow for themselves. They have learned to overcome the social barrier of negative, apathetic attitude usually maintained towards them. These visually handicapped youngsters are the residents of the Ramakrishna Mission Blind Boys Academy, Narendrapur, situated at the southeastern part of Kolkata. The organization has been started in the year 1957. In reality, it is a wing of the Ramakrishna Mission, the dream child of Swami Vivekananda, the greatest patriot saint of India.
This Blind Boys Academy was actually started with, the academy was not started, actually one boy came first of all in our old ashram in Patriyagata, North Calcutta. Gradually the number of boys increased, and when the number became 20, a separate institution was granted by West Bengal government. And it is treated as an institution by itself, and gradually number increased. We had to increase the buildings also. We have a built up academy building, hostel building, other infrastructure for teaching them. This is how it started. Officially we say it was started in 1957 because it was recognized as an institution, sponsored institution by the government of West Bengal in 1957.
Swami Lokesharananda was the mastermind behind the Blind Boys Academy.
Gradually we increased the numbers of the students. Now there are about 200 students. We teach not only up to secondary level boys, but also in various other trainings of crafts, in animal husbandry, in agriculture, in workshop work, in lathe machine, drill machine work, manufacturing work, and all kinds of things. Anything that makes them enabled to become a dignified citizen of our country, and he will be earning his own livelihood and becoming no more remaining a burden to the society or to the government or to the family. He will have his own family, he will have his own land, he will become a master of himself.
The training of a normal and disciplined lifestyle is provided simultaneously. The training starts from the concept formation class. In the concept formation class, the blind children get the ideas of shape and size of the several objects to be experienced in their daily life. They also get ideas about the physical features of the historical personalities from the idols kept in the class. The learning process is totally based on tactile method.
এখানে একটা হিউম্যান বডি রাখা আছে। তোমাদের নিশ্চয়ই তোমাদের শরীরের গঠন সম্পর্কে একটা বাহ্যিক গঠন সম্পর্কে একটা ধারণা আছে। কিন্তু আমাদের শরীরের অভ্যন্তরে কি যন্ত্র লুকিয়ে আছে যেগুলো আমাদের চালাচ্ছে সেগুলো সম্পর্কে আজকে তোমাদের দেখাবো। তোমার সামনে একটা হিউম্যান বডি আছে। এই হিউম্যান বডিটা বিভিন্ন পোরশন খোলা যায়। এটা হচ্ছে একটা মানুষের মস্তিষ্ক।
উত্তর দিকে পুরো উত্তর অংশটা যেখান দিয়ে আমাজন নদী, এই আমাজন নদীটা, এই আমাজন নদীটা এখানে আন্ডিজ পর্বত থেকে এটা নির্গত হয়েছে। এই আমাজন নদী বের হচ্ছে, তার অনেক উপনদী রয়েছে। এই উপনদীগুলো মিলে পুরো অঞ্চলটা হচ্ছে আমাজন উপত্যকা। এই হচ্ছে পৃথিবীর মধ্যে, এই হচ্ছে দক্ষিণ আমেরিকা মহাদেশ, ঠিক আছে? এটাকে আলাদা করে খুলেও দেখা যায়। তুমি এটাকে ভালো করে দেখো শেপটা। আমরা যেখানে দেখিয়েছিলাম আমাজন উপত্যকা, এই অঞ্চলটা দেখিয়েছিলাম না? হ্যাঁ, এটা পৃথিবীর উপরে এরকম রয়েছে।
প্রথম লাইনে লিখবে 15 বিয়োগ 7 বিয়োগ 4, পরের লাইনে 2 বিয়োগ 3, তাই তো? আবার বলেছি তুমি প্রথমে 15টা অঙ্ক বাড়ি নিয়ে গেছো, তাহলে 15টা প্রথম লাইনে 15 লেখো। প্রথম লাইনে
Since 1987, the residential school for the blind boys has been affiliated to the West Bengal Board of Secondary Education. The success rate of the students in the school leaving examination is satisfactory.
এবার একটা কন্ট্রাকশনে কিছু লিখবো, সেটা কি লিখেছি তোমাদের জন্য বলতে হবে, ঠিক আছে? আমি একটু লিখি, আমি ব্রেকারে লিখছি। কি বলছো বলো?
I go to school.
I go to school. Very good.
এখন আমরা স্বাধীনতা দিবসের জন্য একটা গান শিখব। গানটার প্রথম কথা কি?
The Academy provides music classes by the qualified teachers to encourage the blind boys to step in the area of performing arts.
জয় জয় প্যারা ভারত দেশ, জয় জয় প্যারা জগ সে ন্যারা।
সা রে রে গা রে সা নি সা, এটা দুবার বাজাও পরপর। সা রে রে গা রে সা নি সা।
The learning of Braille is necessary for the students of the RAMAKRISHNA Mission Blind Boys Academy. It gives access to read and write their lessons in a most convenient way for them.
পিটি নাম্বার 1 এই গ্রুপের 1 নম্বর পিটি। রেড 1 2 3।
The students are taught to swim. Physical education is an important component of the training program here. They play underarm cricket with the sound ball and metal stumps in their playground. Their chessboard has been made specially, as well as the white king, queen and the cones. The players of the Blind Boys Academy have represented successfully in the state and national level of the sports event for the handicapped.
The country is striding forward in terms of technology, particularly in IT, information technology. Here we are also using certain IT programs here with the blind people, experimenting some of the things that here that we can also utilize in other blind institutions and elsewhere in the country. So that is being done.
The Blind Boys Academy has already introduced information technology in the training program. A certificate course on computer application is provided for the blind students. The students are trained to operate the conventional keyboard with the help of a special software named Job Access with Speech, abbreviated as JAWS, which gives them audio support. Along with the Braille books, some reading materials for the visually impaired are given to them in audio cassettes known as talking books. The well-equipped recording studio of the Blind Boys Academy has facilitated the recording of talking books which are used not only by the students of Blind Boys Academy but also by the students of similar schools.
বিদ্যুৎ বেগে তাহার দুই পা সম্মুখে ছড়াইয়া দিয়া সে উল্টাইয়া দিলেন।
If you can raise the self-confidence in a person, and which we have tried and we have shown in black and white to the people that it can be done. That self-confidence, that vishwas, faith in oneself can be brought. And with that kind of a faith and zeal, the boys are also working. They have settled themselves like that and they are earning money.
The students of the light engineering training are to go through an assessment course to develop their basic skills before joining the regular class in the workshop. The training of light engineering was introduced with the help of Major D.R. Bridges, a director of American Foundation for Overseas Blind. The workshop of this department is equipped with power-driven lathe machines, grinding and drilling machines. The training of electricians, candle making, carpentry is also provided in the department. The Academy solicits the contract and subcontract from the industrial sectors to provide placement for the students who have completed their training. But yet to get placement, the working skill of the students is no less than that of a sighted person. The white cane, a worldwide walking accessory for the light-denied persons. These folding sticks are manufactured in the workshop of the Academy and have a popular demand all over the country and also outside. The Spice Powder project of the Blind Boys Academy was started in 1986. Since then, some of the ex-trainees of the Academy are engaged here to produce pure spice powder. They also sell the products to create, market and earn their livelihood from the discount offered to them. The Academy provides training in scientific farming, especially poultry keeping, dairy management, goat and sheep rearing, kitchen gardening, horticulture, floriculture, etc. The blind persons can produce paddy by their own means. They can milk in the cattle shed. Thus the Academy helps the blind adults come from the rural areas to rehabilitate them in the fields of agriculture and animal husbandry. The project is a unique one, not only in our country but also in the continent, ensuring economic rehabilitation through self-employment.
We have a Braille press here in 6 languages. They prepare Braille books up to secondary level, mainly English, Bengali, Sanskrit, Odia, Manipuri and Assamese, and we are supposed to supply all the books to them to the whole of East and Northeastern region.
The Blind Boys Academy started its regional Braille press in 1967 in its own campus at NARENDRAPUR. To meet the increasing demand of the Braille books for the blind students of Eastern India, the well-developed press has been brailing the textbooks, classic literary works, storybooks and other general books in 6 Indian languages. For example, Bengali, English, Sanskrit, Assamese, Oriya and Manipuri. The Academy has installed a computer-aided Braille printing machine for faster production to meet the demand. An annual calendar containing the important information like yearbook is the most acclaimed product of this press. The placement team in the rehabilitation department of the RAMAKRISHNA Mission Blind Boys Academy is a hyperactive segment of this organization. As a result, the public sector companies like Indian Railways, Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers, Gun and Shell Factory, Kolkata Port Trust has come forward to employ some of the trained boys. The multinational companies like Hindustan Lever, Britannia Industries Limited have also responded to the persuasion of the placement team in the same way. Nowadays, the scarcity of employment in the job market has forced the rehabilitation department to encourage the trainees of the Blind Boys Academy in self-employment. Besides, the contract and subcontract job has been procured from the industrial sector for the ex-trainees of the light engineering section. The Blind Boys Academy is proud of its ex-students established professionally in the multivarious fields. The national and state award winner workers and self-employed rural persons are included in the same list along with the teachers of schools and colleges. The Academy has given the adequate importance to the training in rural vocations, particularly in agriculture and animal husbandry. Because the majority of the blind population in India come from the villages, the rehabilitation rate of the ex-trainees from this stream is very high. Some of them have received award from the central and state government. Sri Bhadreshwar Mandal of a village of South 24 Parganas is one of such ex-trainees, fully resettled in his home state.
The idea is to bring in an excellence in whatever they do, whether it is in agriculture, whether in study. None of the boys last year got less than 75% marks in the school final examination. That credit goes to our teachers and dedication.
The teaching and the guidance method for the students of the Ramakrishna Mission Blind Boys Academy is inspired by the ideology set by Sri Ramakrishna, Ma Sarada Devi and Swami Vivekananda. Blind boys can feel their inner power here to overcome all odds and evils in the way of life.
They have to be taught how to use a toilet. They have to be taught how to clean their own plates. They have to be taught which plate belongs to them. They have to be taught which glass belongs to them, which shirt belongs to them. Their marks are given on that. So this kind of a daily home living, what you call. And there is a teacher, there are instructors to teach them daily home living.
They are making up their mind and body stronger. Now, they are courageous enough for trekking. The hard schedule of such physical training is included in the routine of Blind Boys Academy. The academy has its own setup to train the teachers for the blind. The trainees representing the different schools and organizations for the blind from the different parts of eastern and northeastern region of our country are learning to use various special teaching aid for the blind students along with the common core papers of general bachelor degrees in education.
We had taken up a CBR program, community-based program. You cannot bring to an institution, and any institution, blind, deaf and dumb, blind at the same time deaf, or say physically otherwise handicapped. Mentally handicapped is very difficult to tackle, what you call spastic people. That's very difficult. So that's very sophisticated institution, but sophisticated trained people you need. But that's different. But I'm talking about ordinary people who are either deaf or blind or lame or accidental cut of both the legs and things like that, they can be settled with very little money, I should say. If you spend in his whole life for such an handicapped person, if the government or the society only spends in 2 years 60,000 rupees, I think he can become a dignified, self-reliant member of the society who can raise his head and live with others, with fellow men, and he will be respected as a respectable person in the society.
The community-based rehabilitation project is a part of national strategies to resettle the disabled person in rural areas. The Academy is continuing the process of prevention broadly, early detection, intervention, medical care, psychosocial and vocational rehabilitation, along with creation of awareness among the rural people who are visually or orthopedically handicapped.
This is one of the most attractive residential institutions that I have seen. What I have seen, I'm talking about 1975 up to 75 in United States of America, up to 2000 I should say in Japan. We are much advanced in that, except that we don't have money, we don't have the modern gadgets that we can spend logically, but we still have, with the help of some organization, that we can help the what you call low vision blind people. Capital grant from the Social Welfare Ministry or the Social Justice Ministry has practically not come for the last 20 years or more than that. So this is the state of affairs. Maintenance of such buildings, takes lot of money. And the maintenance costs have also increased. Something will always break down, something will always fall down. And machineries, water, power system, and also toilet system, everything has to be maintained. Now everything requires money, but for that we have to raise money whatever we can. There are handicaps, there are monetary constraints, tremendous monetary constraints, and with the financial sector and the interest getting down and all kinds of financial stringency that is being brought into the common people and so long as well as our institutions, we are facing a great crisis, so to say, to run these institutions. Now I am grateful that the state government is giving their grants and so on, but yet at the same time the state also has limited capacity. For instance, they give 400 rupees for their food and board and lodging. 400 rupees, you cannot really maintain a boy with board and lodging and the standard that we maintain so far as food and clothing, medicine, etc. Most of the boys have to be given free treatment, free clothing, toothpaste, toothbrush. Through God's grace, we are still running. I don't know so far as the monetary problem how we will be able to solve. But hopefully, the country is striding forward.
They have found themselves in the mainstream of the society. The Ramakrishna Mission Blind Boys Academy have made them hold their head high and ensure the steps firm with confidence to lead a life of dignity.